I'm going to show you the top display for a C6 Corvette. This Corvette is a 2007 and it does have the factory amplifier in it, the Bose system. You can see down on the door it's got the Bose, but it does have the factory amplifier. So this radio works with the factory amplifier. I can attest to that because I have that. And there's a lot of negative reviews on Amazon for it. I'm not sure why, but we'll go through it. So it installs very easily. You can see it fits good. It plugs right into the factory wiring harness. The only thing that I had to do different was run the illumination wire for the headlights. So when you turn the headlights on, the screen darkens and the buttons light up. You can see it's doing that now. Turn the headlights on and off. I had to run that down to under here where the I guess that's where the ride control button is, but you can hit an illumination wire down there. So it's the orange wire off the back of the radio. You just run it down there and then it works with your headlights. The screen will dim. Some people said the screen didn't dim, but it does when you hook it up like that. So that's one thing I had to do different, but everything else just plugged in and it just works. It works good. I have a subwoofer in the back, so it's hooked up to that. It works great. It sounds good. It's got the signal processor, so you can, it's got like a million band EQ here. It's pretty adjustable, so you can do all that. There are some things that you'll have to change. So you go into factory 8888. Okay. And then if you want to stop it from playing Chinese music, right here, number 302, clear music. That's not it. Clear music cache file. Hit that. It'll clear that. And clear test file. That'll get rid of all the music that's on the radio when it won't play Chinese music anymore when you hit a button. So that's something you have to do. And then the reverse camera, I just left it on normal, SD, and NTSC, and it works fine. Works great. So the key light settings, you might have to change some settings in here. Also, this changes the color of the side lights, but if you leave open light checked, then it won't switch when you turn the headlights on and off. It's very odd. So make sure it's set up like this, and your headlights should be able to control the radio like normal. And you can adjust themes, whatever you want. I like this one. It's black. It looks decent. I also put Torque Pro on here, so I can pull up my OBD2 stuff on here. I can read codes and whatever. I got a separate adapter that goes under the dash here in the OBD2 port. But yeah, everything works pretty good. So I think those were the two biggest complaints, was it playing random music and the screen wouldn't go dark. The screen stays too bright because the headlight thing you have to wire. So if you do that, you can adjust it. You go into settings and brightness, and then you can see this is for when the headlights are off, and this is for when the headlights are on. And it will change your Android Auto too, or your Google or your Apple Maps. So if it's daytime and your headlights are off, it'll be white, and then if your headlights come on, it'll change to night mode. Let's see what else is there. Steering learn. This is where you program your steering wheel. So you just program your steering wheel to do whatever you want. I have the 1 to 6 does mute. So if I push that, it'll mute the stereo. And then this volume, and then changes up and down station or whatever. I mean, you can go in here, and this is where you find your car, but your car's not in here. There's no Corvette in here, and nothing works. So I just put it on no protocol because it doesn't really do anything anyway. So just put it on no protocol, and then You don't have to worry about anything. And let's see, pull down from the top. If your amp isn't, if you hook up an amp and it's not working, it's because of this. That'll make it so your amp turns on with the radio. An aftermarket amplifier. It doesn't matter with the stock amplifier. It's all for aftermarket amplifiers. And then you can turn the radio off. So from the home screen, if it's too bright, you can just hit that and it shuts off. It's got all the. It does have Google Maps built in, so you can download like offline maps and use it like that. So it'll show you where you are and everything, and you don't have to be connected to the internet to use that. But I use Android Auto all the time anyway, so this doesn't really matter. I think most people do nowadays, maybe. It's a good radio. I like it. It does everything I need it to do. I ran my microphone up to here, up in the corner. I don't really take calls on when I'm driving, but you can. And yeah, it does everything it's supposed to do. It looks great. I bought it because of the knobs. I like having knobs. They're really nice to have a knob for volume. And I guess if you ever change radio stations, so I don't listen to the radio. And then it's got a speedometer on it to tell you how fast you're going. You can change mile per hour if it's kilometers. Just hold it and it'll change to miles per hour if it's set at kilometers. And what else? There's not really a lot of settings on here. Other settings, so float bar, that's if you want this little thing, which I don't want. Everything else. This reverse settings here, if you put your car in reverse and you don't have this checked, it'll mute the radio. And I didn't want that. It gets annoying. You can change like boot logos and stuff. You can see I'm in the garage, so it's not the greatest GPS, but it's still connected. The GPS I ran up, it's under the center grill here. I just ran it up through behind there. So yeah, that's about it. And it works great. I don't know why the negative reviews. I think it's just because they didn't have things set up the way they wanted them. But I think it looks much better than having a double din with the plastic around it. This looks more factory. It looks just, see, it looks with it off. It looks just like it came from the factory like that.